Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Back to my boxing. Now, man, Jamal Charlo, man, Gervonta Davis, and Adrian Broner, man, they all got beef, man. And, Jamal Charlo, Gervonta Davis, and AB, man, they're getting their clout up, man. They're getting their name up, man. You know, if you guys don't know, man, um, you know, in the hip hop game, man, basically how you get your name up is you basically have beef with young and upcoming uh, artists like yourself. Jamal Charlo, Gervonta Davis, and Adrian Broner, man, they're trying to use that to their advantage and doing the same thing in the boxing game. They're using their name to build up each other by having this beef. And the thing is, I think this is great for boxing. The thing is, you rappers, they never fight, they just talk, and that sells a lot of money, believe it or not, you know. Now, unlike rappers, these fighters fight, they may not be in the same weight class, but they're making themselves bigger name. It makes the fans more interested, and it makes them a bigger profile in the end. So I really do think this is a good deal, man. I really like when they go back and forth and argue and stuff like that. Jamal Charles is gonna build his name up. Davis is gonna build his name up, and so is Adrian Broner, man. This is really good for the sport of boxing. I feel like the boxing media in general is targeting a specific audience that's a little bit older than, these like young up and coming rappers. They usually attract more younger audience, and with this beef that Gervonta Davis and Jamal Charlo and AB are having, Adrian Broner is it'll get the younger audience back into boxing. You know what I mean? At least on a consistent basis. You only fight so many times a year in boxing, maybe 3 times a year if you're active, and there's fighters that fight like 1 time a year. So if you're at least not gonna be fighting, you can at least be talking. You know what I mean? So this is good, man, because you can only fight so many times in the year, and you need to get your name up on things that are not just the regular boxing media. You know, um, in my opinion, I think the boxing media is sort of biased toward what they want to see in boxing, or media in itself. I think that, if you're in the boxing media, most likely you probably got to pay a fee, man. I'm not gonna lie. You probably got to pay some kind of fee for your boxing to be talked about in the boxing media, at least on a consistent basis. I'm pretty sure it's not just like, hey, we're just gonna talk about you for fun. Now, I'm pretty sure if you really want to get talked about, you got to be promoted and talked about well by the media itself. So, if you're creating beef, people are going to talk to you out of just because it's controversial, you know. So I think Jamal Charlo, I think it's good for them, man. We know they're trying to get their clout up because Jamal Charlo's a fucking middleweight, man, and Gervonta Davis is like a featherweight or something like that, and Adrian Broner's a lightweight right now. So they're obviously not gonna fight each other, but this is good for building out their name, and I hope this keeps up, man. In my opinion, I think all black fighters they should be talking. They should be talking trash, man. That everyone should be trying to emulate like the hip hop game, sort of, and like beefs, or just being more vocal and being more just create their own media type thing, because the standard boxing in the way it is set up now, they're 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 gonna want you like if you're not like a 4-time world champion, undefeated, and tearing everyone out, they're not gonna be talking about you, man. You gotta be sort of legendary for you even be talked about. And there's people like Terrence Crawford who have like he's like a 3 or 4-time world champion, multiple weight classes, unified and everything, and they barely talk about that guy. So you know some people don't get their just due. I think the hip hop thing is just it targets the younger generation, so they should stick to that, man. If you guys don't know, if you guys check on Jamal Charlo and Jamal Charlo's IG, man, Instagram. He's always hanging out with Chris Brown, Broner. He always hangs out with all kind of rappers. Gervonta Davis. He's around some local guys. This is good for them and the people they're around. It only builds everyone's profile up. If you actually look at Floyd's game, he didn't really get big till he started messing with rappers and stuff like that. It sounds silly, but it's like untapped potential. Like like we already know that hip hop is sort of it's huge all worldwide. So why not just ride with that all the time? So man, I think they're getting that cloud up, man. I think this is good for boxing. I think they need to keep doing it. And I seen people I'm not saying that everything should be negative and beef and all that stuff, but just stick around rappers because they already know how that's all done and everything. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure if you get close enough to rapper, they might maybe get you with like some kind of deal with their record deal or something like that. I don't know. You don't need to be too talented these days to make a good a single or something like that. They just need to stick around people who already have that notoriety and popularity and build off that. That's how about the game goes, man. You know, that's why you look at Adrian Broner and Floyd Mayweather. The reason why they're hanging out is not because they're friends, man. It's because Floyd and AB knows that they're big enough to know that they both have interest in each other because they both have popularity. So being around Adrian Broner will get younger people into Floyd, and Floyd being around Adrian Broner will get the old heads looking at Adrian Broner's career and be like, this guy was pretty good. But now that Adrian Broner fell off, he's gonna have to hang with people that are not Floyd Mayweather and probably change it up a little bit. So I think that it's gonna be really good, man, to see how everything unfolds, man. But I'm really glad these guys are getting their clout up. It's good for boxing, man. It's good for boxing. Like I said, in my opinion, if you're a black fighter, you probably need to be doing something that's not just in the boxing media because they're not gonna be talking about you too much, man. They're not gonna be talking about you too much, man. You might as well just, associate your name with other things that's not boxing. Floyd Mayweather. Deontay Wilder's doing it in like a reality TV show, which is like one of the biggest things you can do in America is being a reality TV show. I think Anthony Joshua's in a reality TV show even, or some kind of show. I'm not sure. I don't think it was a reality TV show, but he was in a show. And even like with Anthony Joshua, he like walked up to some rapper in UK for one of his fights, and that was a big deal. I heard the guy's song actually jumped to #1 just because Anthony Joshua was with him. Things like that, man. They need to do that more. They need to keep that on a consistent basis because rappers, all they do is talk. And, the thing is, that's basically what they do is have beef and talk and they're in the media and they don't fight. So their words mean everything. So being around those kind of people is automatically gonna get your popularity up because that's all that guy does. That's how I feel about it, man. I think this is good for boxing. I think every black fighter should be doing this. You know what I mean? There's some fighters that that are not talked about that are incredibly good, like Gary Russell Jr. With like losses. Daniel White needs to be talked about more. I don't know why he's not big. Period. Or worldwide, he just knocked out undefeated former world champion Lucas Brown. There's a lot of fighters who just have like one loss who don't get talked about anymore. I'm sure they're shocked. Let me know how you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.